Have you ever heard of an island that just disappeared? Not sunk beneath the waves in some cataclysmic event, but an island that might have never existed at all. Today, we're diving into the mystery of Isla Bermeja, the phantom island of the Gulf of Mexico. For centuries, Isla Bermeja, which means Vermilion Island in Spanish, was a staple on maps. First appearing in the 16th century, it was charted by prominent European cartographers. It was described as a small, reddish-colored island located about 100 kilometers off the northern coast of the Yucatán Peninsula. Its existence was taken as fact. It was a landmark for sailors navigating the treacherous waters of the Gulf. Think about it. For hundreds of years, if you were looking at a map of this region, Bermeja was there. So what's the big deal about a tiny, lost island? Well, it's all about what lies beneath the waves. Oil, lots and lots of oil. In the late 1990s, Mexico and the United States were negotiating their maritime borders in the Gulf to determine who had rights to the vast deep-water oil reserves. The location of Isla Bermeja was crucial. If the island was real and belonged to Mexico, it would significantly extend Mexico's exclusive economic zone, giving them claim over a huge oil-rich area known as the Donut Hole. We're talking billions, maybe even trillions, of dollars in black gold. Naturally, Mexico needed to confirm the island's existence. So in 1997, the Mexican Navy sent a survey ship, the ONJC, to find it. They sailed to the exact coordinates where Bermeja was supposed to be. They searched, and they found nothing, just open water. They used state-of-the-art sonar and echo-sounding equipment, but there was no trace of an island, not even a seamount or an underwater ridge. It was as if the island had vanished into thin air. This is where the story gets really interesting, and the conspiracy theories begin to fly. How could an island that was on maps for 400 years just not be there? One popular theory is that Bermeja did exist, but was deliberately destroyed. And who would have the motive to do that? The theory points a finger at the United States, suggesting that the CIA blew up the island to shrink Mexico's maritime territory and gain control of the oil fields. It sounds like something straight out of a spy movie, right? A secret mission to erase an island from the map. Proponents of this theory argue that a small, low-lying island could easily be destroyed with modern explosives. They point to the immense strategic and economic value of the area as a powerful motive. The timing also seems suspicious. The island disappears from official searches right when border negotiations are heating up. It's a compelling narrative, but there's no concrete evidence to support it. No seismic data showing a massive explosion, no declassified documents, no whistleblowers. It remains purely in the realm of speculation. So, what are the less dramatic explanations? Scientists offer a few possibilities. One idea is that the island was real, but being a small, sandy, or volcanic islet, it was simply eroded away by centuries of hurricanes and rising sea levels. The Gulf of Mexico is a very active region for powerful storms, and it's entirely plausible that a small landmass could be washed away over time. Another, and perhaps more likely, explanation is that the island never existed in the first place. It could have been a cartographical error, a mistake made by an early mapmaker that was then copied by others for centuries. In the 16th and 17th centuries, mapping was far from an exact science. Sailors might have mistaken a floating mass of reddish seaweed, known as sargassum, for an island, or maybe it was just a navigational miscalculation. Once an error made it onto an influential map, it was often repeated for generations until someone went to physically verify it. In 2009, the National Autonomous University of Mexico launched another, even more thorough investigation. They used ships and aircraft with advanced technology to scour the area. Their conclusion? There is no island at the given coordinates, and no evidence that one ever existed there. They believe the most plausible explanation is a simple mapping error from centuries ago. So, was Isla Bermeja a real island destroyed in a secret plot? A victim of natural erosion? Or a 400-year-old cartographical ghost? The mystery remains officially unsolved, but the evidence leans heavily towards a historical mistake. Still, the story of the Phantom Island and the treasure it guarded is a fascinating tale of history, cartography, and international intrigue. What do you think happened to Isla Bermeja? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into a historical mystery, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. See you next time.